Okay, I want to try to clear up that whole Zener diode post I made with Michael the other day. And, here's why a lot of these custom traders you'll probably never see for sale, because a lot of it is, well, why did he do that? But really, I think a lot of us are overthinking the Zener diode part. Let me just go through why we're doing what we're doing and how the Zener diode a little bit leverages, how we're leveraging it to make it feel more real world when you're troubleshooting a motor. Now let's start with the super basics. I'll grab just a regular old meter and put it in ohm mode here. And I'm gonna touch this diode, and mainly you see the silver spot here. Well, if I can get it to focus in, we got a little line on the end of it here. And I touch it here and have no current flow. Now if I flip that around, touch it that direction, we can get current flow. Now don't worry about the resistance it's showing. It's just a matter that we can get current flow one direction and not the other direction. Now this is almost the exact same thing, but this is what we call a Zener diode. So it allows current flow in it allows current flow in one direction and the other direction above a certain voltage threshold. So when we're doing a very basic resistance test, we are actually putting voltage out. And there's, a lot of people are like, well, no, it's ohms. It doesn't have voltage. Yeah, it does. So now I'm going to take a second meter and I have it on DC voltage. And don't pay attention to the left meter. We're mainly looking at the voltage that we show on the right hand meter. So I'm in ohm mode here. And so this is putting out roughly 2.7 volt. So it's going to apply that very small amount of voltage to that circuit when, in this case, we were testing our motor windings. Now, a big issue with motors is heat. And as we get heat, we start to break down the insulation of the wire. Now, every wire, of course, there's not a wire in sight, but you look at a wire and you're going to see that it has a voltage rating on it. And typically, like, I don't know, let's say we're building a panel, MTW wire, usually 600 volt rating. But as we heat that up, that insulation will start to break down. So the goal of the insulation test is to check with a higher voltage to make sure that when we apply big voltage to it, that we're not getting leakage current in between them. So now I'm going to switch over to the insulation test. And we have it on 500 volt, and I have the diode, a regular diode, in between it. And I press and hold it. And it appears that our motor is good. Now, I'm going to take a Zener diode and put it in its place, and we're going to do the exact same test. So I'm on ohms, and it's showing an open circuit. And so now we'll move our leads over to the insulation test. And when we hit this with 500 volt this time, that's going to be above the threshold of the Zener diode. And so when I do, it's going to show a bad motor. So then we have this ugly mess behind here, which eventually I do need to clean up. But so I take one Zener diode one direction, one Zener diode the other direction. And that's not going to let current flow through here, except when we go above that threshold. And then I have a resistor here. And that simply is to show a motor that is weak with its insulation. So it's bleeding some. Now, if you're watching this video thinking, whoa, I thought I was going to learn how to troubleshoot motors. No, this was just a behind the scenes clip that I had shown a few videos ago, and there were a lot of questions about it. If you want to know how to troubleshoot a motor, then this video right here will get you there.